I haven't even walked up and started the video, and I'm already taking shit from people.
I didn't want you standing out here in the rain, so...
It's not raining.
It's not raining?
It's not raining.
It was raining.
When? It was.
It was.
It's not anymore.
It's not anymore. Oh, that's good then.
Is it? Are you just repeating what I said?
Yes.
Okay.
You never watch like those other podcasts that are always like, this happened. Oh yeah, totally, that happened. Yes.
No, I listen to podcasts where two people try to talk over each other.
Gosh, who could that be?
I don't. Hey, speaking of, where's your buddy?
He will be here in a half an hour.
Okay, fair enough.
I had to go to IKEA or something.
Anyway, Jordan Gasly here. This is supposed to be a toy hunt video. I'm here with Glenn from the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. It's the what's the tagline? The podcast
for smugglers in the galaxy.
In the galaxy.
Your favorite podcast for smugglers in the galaxy.
But I also have crew back here. Jeffrey, Kevin, Grayson, they're all with me. We're here at an American Legion where our buddy Chris Hamer is putting on a comic convention, comic toy and hobby convention, Legions Con.
Yes.
So anyway, it's been a while since we've covered a Legions Con. I figured, you know what? Let's go check out this local convention. And my buddy Chris puts on some good shows. And he actually owns a comic book store that's all the way down that road. But the convention's here, so we're gonna go and do it. You know what? Roll the intro. Oh my God, look at these guys. I'm gonna take a picture of that. What are you guys looking for today?
Super upset crying.
Toys?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it. Kevin, what about you?
You know what? I don't really have anything in mind. Probably look at some Batman stuff, and that's probably the highlight of it.
All right. Well, now I guess we're gonna pay this guy so we can get in. This is the host of the day. This Legion comic convention right here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful man. This beautiful beard. Look at that. I just want to get a screen close up of this beard. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail. I wasted zero time coming into the entrance and picking up a figure from this gentleman right here, Zach, Mr. Zaction figure on Instagram right here. But he's got a lot of really cool stuff on his table here. And I don't think I didn't see that HasLab Cobra Commander exclusive.
Couldn't bring myself to crack it open.
Yeah, that was going to be my deciding factor on if I backed that HasLab. I ended up not doing it just because I backed the Transformers one. But it was down to the wire. I almost did it. Alright, so just one room of the small local convention here. I believe there's some food and some drink over here. Maybe some more. Nah, just a food and drink area right over here. Nice little lounge area. But yeah, we'll go and there's some more rooms over there we'll go check out. So we just came from that room over there. Look at Chris again, just sitting there. Hey, buddy. So we just came from that room, and over here in this room, we have a few more vendors as well as some artists here. Let's go ahead and just dive in. Oh, look at this.
We're gonna be solo and duplicating.
But I did this at my grandparents' house,
Yeah?
and it was probably in this condition.
Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get this Rancor? Did you end up buying that thing you sent me the other day?
Didn't.
Nah, boo. Let's see. Let's see. We got these two guys in the corner, just digging some stuff through here. Excuse me, guys. Just get it right here. Kev wandered into this really cool booth right here, and check this out, something you don't see every day. We have some of these old McFarlane Beatles figures from the Beatles cartoon, which was it was a fun cartoon back in the 60s. Man, that's very, very tempting. Are you gonna get that back, girl?
Maybe. I don't have any N6 series, but it's the thing. I don't have any of these.
Well,
I'm waiting for the re-release of the Batman and Robin, and then I might buy more of these.
Fair enough.
But I might just buy this for the hell of it.
I do like the purple suit. I do dig that. But check out, there's a Mothman figure right here. That actually looks... Oh, wait, hold on. There's like a whole cryptid thing. There's Bigfoot. And behind these little mini-mate guys right here, we've got the Jersey Devil. These are pretty cool. Maybe, I don't know. Will? Oh, those are Mezco as well. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, let's see what else we have. I've got a slew of DC multiverse here. Nothing that I'm looking for specifically.
I got $9.
Oh, then let me find the money. No.
Me. Got a wall of Dungeons and Dragons, some G.I. Joe classified stuff right here. And right on the back side here is a bunch of Transformers. Oh, there's the Ark. I wonder how much he's asking for that. I will inquire. And we got some of the red figures here. Netflix. War for Cybertron stuff. Ooh, good stuff. Some Legacy up here. See, out here we got an entire wall of Marvel Legends. We got some of the retro-parted stuff up here. Some of the 2-packs right here. Some of the more recent stuff. Don't think I'm actually... I'm always looking for X-Men stuff, but nothing that's jumping out at me, at least. At least for me. And on the last side, there's a ton of Black Series stuff right here, and some He-Man Masterverse figures right over here. Let's see what we have over here. Some Origins, some more Black Series stuff. Let's see, some fun stuff right over here. Right by my feet we have some My Pet Monsters. God, I want a My Pet Monster so bad.
I thought I still had mine in my grandfather's house.
Man. God, they're just so expensive on the second hand. Like, why has that not been reissued? I'll pay $50 for a reissue versus $300 for a 20-year-old reissue.
I guess it depends on, I don't know who has the license.
Yeah. Got some Super Nintendo games right over here. Toxic Crusader figures. Some VHS. There we go. Pee-wee's Playhouse playset. Well, hello. It's just me. Yesterday, a bunch of us went to my buddy Chris's Legion Con small comic and toy convention. And let me tell you something. For one of the smaller local Comic Con, that sucker was packed. Chris, who just opened up a comic book store in Ackworth, Georgia, called Urbnpop Comics, he puts on a great show. I've known Chris for something like 20 years, and man, he's always wanted to own a comic shop, and he's actually finally getting to live out his dream. So I you know, hats off to Chris. But he's also just a good dude. He and his wife run the comic store, and they're fantastic. And yesterday, we hung around for probably about like an hour and a half for the convention. Like I said, it was a little bit of a smaller show, but it was packed. It was great, and it made my heart happy that it was packed. So I haven't reviewed the footage as I'm recording this clip right here, so I don't know how much of the actual convention I got. It got a little too butts to butts for me to pull out my phone and record, which is fine, which is great. Like, I want that for the convention. But just in case I don't have enough footage, I'm actually on my way right now to go meet my father-in-law. He's not going to go on a toy hunt with me. So, but I had to go buy a new dryer after the convention yesterday because me and Chelsea Gasley's dryer crapped out at the beginning of this week. Also, if you're keeping track at home, that is 3 home appliances since the month of July that have crapped out at our house and we've had to replace. Back in July, we had to replace our stove oven range. And then the first week of this year, I had to buy a new microwave. And now our dryer just decided it wanted to join the crew. Please do not take bets on the next appliance that craps out, because I don't know if I can take it, because I still need to buy a new computer. So anyway, like I was saying, so I don't know how much footage I got. So I actually decided I'm gonna stop at this Target on the way to meet my father-in-law to pick up this dryer that we're getting. So that's why it's only me. It's a solo Ghastly section of the toy hunt. I know you guys really tune in to see Jeffrey and Punksy, so and all the other crew. But no, you get this mug. So let's go see what this Target has. Also, I never really film at this Target, so this will be a nice different one to see in the video. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go. All right, they actually just remodeled this Target here. So what do we got? We got some of the new wrestling legends. I do want this Iron Sheik figure. And too soon. Let's see. See what they got here. Star Wars. Doesn't look like anything too new or exciting. Let's see. Oh, we got some of the new Mutations turtles. We got the Bebop and the Rocksteady. I had the Bebop whenever I was growing up. Oh, they've got the new turtles. Look at that. Oh, they have the Donatello. I might actually get one of these just because I really like Donatello. He's my favorite. So, ooh, that's tempting. That is tempting. We'll leave you right there. Let's see. We got some of the new Godzilla stuff right over here. I do kind of want this Godzilla mask. It's stupid, I know, but it just looks really fun. And let's see, we got some of our turtles. The Gray Skull. We got our Mousejaw. Also, Mousetrap was right there. Why didn't they use the name? Maybe Mousetrap is copyrighted, but come on. It was right there. Looks like Jurassic Park stuff is on sale. Carnotaurus is on sale. Big Dude is on sale. Let's see. All right, let's go to the next aisle. Okay, let's see. We got our Bludgeon. You don't see him too often in our Trash Master, but that Bludgeon was one of my figures of the year last year. We've got a couple of our core class size Transformers United as I drop them on the shelf. Put that back. We have our Cliff Jumper and our Brawn from our Studio series, which we've seen a number of times. Detritus. Let's see. Still looking for that Dreadwing. My buddy T3 found one, but he lives all the way out in California. And even though T3, if you're watching, I appreciate you looking out. I don't know if I was prepared to pay that shipping all the way from California for a big boy. Let's see. We have our Ghostbusters for the Frozen Kingdom that's coming out. Let's see what we have here. We have Trevor, which I jokingly said to some friends the other day that this was just a weird Stranger Things Season 2 tie-in figure. If you know, you know. Let's see. Starting to get some of our little smaller class Marvel figures here for the kiddos. Let's see, we got our MCU Infinity Saga stuff, but nothing new jumping out at me right now. Our Trouble Bubbles, those are hanging around. Oh, we have our Junkyard Mutt, which is pretty cool. Nothing in DC, man. I guess we just have to be a little bit more patient for some new stuff. I'm still waiting for the deluxe Legacy United figures to come out. And we are at the very reduced NECA section. This NECA section used to go from right here all the way to the end of the TVs, and then they just kind of cut it in half. But we do have our Universal Monsters Raphael Wolfman crossover, which I'm kind of out of the Universal Monster / Universal Monster Turtle line. That's the line that got me back into collecting turtles. But I don't know, I just have too much stuff, and I feel like I have to stay in my lane. I have my Universal Monsters, I have my turtles, and yes, the mashup of the two is fantastic, but I gotta think of space. And also what Chelsea Ghastly can tolerate me having. So anyway, yeah, so it's cool. It looks great. It looks fantastic. Gotta stay in my lane. but nothing else that is new or exciting here. Some plushy stuff, but that's about it. All right, I have a few more minutes to kill, so we'll pop into this Walmart here too. All right, I'm gonna try to do this quick and choppy because there is a song playing overhead. We just same old in Transformers Land. Maybe we're seeing our Ratchet with our Optimus Prime, which I don't see right here. Much more of the Godzilla and Kong figures from the new film. Oh, look, there's even a King Kong mask. Got some more of the Ninja Turtle stuff here. Ooh, the Fuggler. It just feels dirty to say. Let's walk over here. Let's see, we've got some Quantumania figures. We have our Infinity Saga, some leftover X-Men from this wave from about a year or so ago. DC isn't looking too exciting, but we do have this Invisible Jet for Invisible One. Also, the Bat plane that came out in this line about a year or so ago, I saw somebody pick up one on clearance for $3. So we might check clearance, because for $3, how can I say no? Hey, Black Series, we've got our Shin Ha-Ti. We've got some of the newer stuff. I do want the Professor Hu Yang, but I haven't picked it up yet. See, we've got our Mandalorian Fleet Commander. We got 2 of those. So it looks like somebody picked up the Balin Skull, but I already have it, so I don't need it, but it's here.
Hello and welcome back to the Ghastly Toy Crypt. I think I need like a neon sign back here that says Ghastly Toy Crypt. Where would I find something like that? I'd probably have to get it made. It would probably be expensive. Anyway, so like I said in the video, the first part, we were hanging out at Legion's Comic Con. It's a show run from by my friend Chris Hamer, who runs a comic book store called Urbnpop. Normally, this convention takes place at a Legion facility in Smyrna, Georgia, but it was in Ackworth, Georgia this time around. And like I said, a little bit of a smaller venue, but still a fantastic turnout. It did get, like I said, a little bit crowded in there. And also, just so you, the viewer, know, whenever I do go to these conventions and I end up not getting much footage of the convention itself, it's not because I'm just lazy and I don't want to film. Part of it is because I am hanging out with friends and I do want to hang out with friends. But the other part is I realize I'm not the only person in this space. So I try to be very mindful of everybody else whenever I'm filming. I never want to inconvenience somebody else's convention experience for my silly little YouTube videos, which I'm very, very grateful that you watch, but I also don't want to inconvenience somebody else's good time. So I always try to be mindful of that. And sometimes whenever I'm at a convention and I don't get a lot of footage, it's because I'm trying to be respectful of everybody around me. That said, it was a very fun show. I do have some pickups, and I also have some pickups from just stuff that's been delivered. And as I'm kind of like looking at it, I was like, oh, this is a lot more than I originally had anticipated showing you. But stuff that had been delivered to me, or I just kind of picked up through the week whenever I was not filming. So let's just dive in, because as I'm looking at it right now, there's there's like 8 things. Okay. We're gonna go. Moving on. The first 2 things I want to show you come from a local collectible store. I ended up selling a lot of my Masters of the Universe Origins figures and only kept like a Hordak, a Skeletor, and a He-Man. And I was really bummed that I sold my Clawful, just because the fact that he's just a giant lobster man, it just brings me joy. And I was bummed, and I found him at a local shop for $7. So $7, I picked up a loose Motu Origins Clawful. So I've got him now back on my shelf, and he's gonna stay there. He's gonna hang out in my Castle Grayskull with my other Motu Origins guys. But while I was there, another Motu Origins figure came home with me, and this is one that I did want to pick up. And I would go to the store, I'd have him in my hand, and then I would always talk myself out of it. But for an additional $7, I was able to bring home Motu Origins Mantenna. Brrr, look at that. I love that. Oh, whoa! But yeah, this guy and Clawful, $7 a piece. I walked out, I think it was like just under $15 after tax. So I was happy. Moving on, I have a few Marvel Legends to show you. I have a buddy out in California, T3 Collects. So shout out to Carlos, my buddy T3 Collects out there. He's always really solid. He's always on the hunt, and he was stopping in at Ross, and he saw a Marvel Legends figure that I've just been trying to find there for like the $6 price point, and I didn't have any around my area, or if I did, I missed out on them. But he sent me a Marvel Legends Avalanche for $5.99, and then I think it was like $4 shipping. Like either way, I was still well under retail, and I told him, buddy, just open it up and send it to me. I don't need the card. I don't need anything. But he did send it in the shell, which I appreciated. So I got my Avalanche, who will go on my ex-villain shelf right next to Pyro and Mystique. You already saw this one in the video. Whenever I got to Legion Comic Con, my buddy Zach, Zaction Figures on Instagram, he had this set aside for me, and I picked up an X-Men 97 Bishop. He gave me a really good deal on it. I got it for like $10. I have been trying to get a Bishop Marvel Legends figure for quite a while, and admittedly, I would have preferred to get the one that had the Jim Lee look with the 90s mullet and everything, just because it'll go with my 90s Jim Lee shelf that I've got going on. But for $10, I think this guy's going to be a good stand-in, and if anything, I can maybe find a different head sculpt and just do like a head swap on this guy, because I do like the buck on this one just a bit better. He looks good, and I'm going to crack him open very soon. Actually, he's already been cracked open. I just recently finished the Spider-Man 2 video game for the PlayStation 5, and as I was playing it, which, fantastic game by the way, absolutely loved it from start to finish. Man, they crammed so much into that game. But as I was playing the back half of the game, I realized that I don't have a proper Venom figure for my Marvel villain shelf, and I feel like he's a very important Marvel villain. So I ended up, I couldn't find just a good solo Venom figure because I wanted like the classic spider on the chest, etc., etc. And the only one I could find came in this 2-pack right here with these sweet bat wings and this character who I'm not too familiar with by the name of Null. And I ended up looking into Null. Old Punksy filled me in that he's like the king of the symbiotes, and I kind of looked at a story. It's actually quite interesting. So maybe I'm gonna backtrack and try to find some the King in Black story here, so I can read up on Null. But the star of the box set is this Venom. He is fantastic with or without the wings, and it just looks so good. And I'm very happy to get this Venom. I really like. See, it comes with a different head sculpt with the tongue. This box set's a year old. You probably already have this, and you're probably going, yeah, you're late to the party, Jordan. Yes, I am late to the party, and because of that, I'm gonna stop talking about this and move on to the next the next figure. One of my favorite online retailers is nerdzoic.com. Big Nerdy over there. The guy who runs it, his name's Matt. He also goes by Big Nerdy. Fantastic human being. Every time I've had an interaction with him, whether it's through email or social media, he's just always the nicest guy, and he always looks out if there's a problem with an item or a shipping situation. He's always honest up front, and let me tell you, he's just the most pleasant man to speak to. So I saw that he had a couple of things, or he had something that I wanted on his website, and I thought, well, if I add something else, then I can do the PayPal pay in 4 thing. And so the thing that I really wanted, I'm gonna show you a second, but the second thing that I got that I've been meaning to just add to my list or add to my shelf is this Indiana Jones Adventure Series of Henry Jones Sr. Last Crusade is probably my favorite Indiana Jones film, and I love it so much. And how could you not want Sean Connery, Henry Jones Sr. from Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade? I have him right here. Right here. I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne. That is a terrible Sean Connery impression. And moving on to the item that I initially wanted from Nerdzoic, which is kind of might be my favorite pickup of the week. I do have one other thing to show you after this, but you know how I love my classic horror, guys. Come on, you know I love classic horror. I got the NECA Nosferatu, the Count Orlok figure. Look at this figure right here. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Look how creepy that looks. Look how creepy. And then, boom. Look at that. It looks so good. I was really bummed that I found out about the Mezco version of this figure way late. And now it's super expensive on the aftermarket. I'm not, I think Mezco figures are expensive enough as it is, but on the secondary market, I'm not even gonna bother. But NECA, who I think makes a fantastic quality figure, put this guy out, and I am so excited. So excited. I can't wait to bust him open and check him out and take some really fun photos with this one. For the final item, it's something that's not necessarily something I collect very often, but I wanted to give this company a shot with their specific Godzilla figures. So I ended up getting the Godzilla versus Kong Godzilla figure from Hiya Toys. And let me tell you, this dude, he's a chunky boy. This figure has some heft to it. And I'm going to be honest, when I opened it up the first time, I just didn't like it. And I spent the night messing with it. The more I messed with it, the more I liked it. And then by the next day, I was kind of sold on this figure. So I do think that this is a good figure for the $50 price point that they have out there. I think it was like $52, $50, something like that. It was one of those things. But whenever I was messing with it at first, I was like, I don't know. I felt like it had very limited articulation. And I do still think that it could benefit from a little bit of added articulation in like his waist swivel or even his arms and legs. But for the most part, he's just a chonky little guy, and I like him, and he's really fun to take photos with. So the Hiya Toys Godzilla vs. Kong Exquisite Basic Godzilla figure is really great. I've actually got him right here. There you go. Look at this. Look, how could you say no to that face? How could you say no to that face? Yeah, you guys like him. But yeah, like I said, hefty, chonky. He's a good Godzilla figure. And I'm actually very much looking forward to the new Godzilla figure, or the Godzilla movie that's coming out. So he is a welcome addition to the shelf. That's going to do it for the video, the hunt, and the haul portion. Thank you so much for watching. You could have used your time to watch any video out there on YouTube, but you chose to use your time to watch this one, and I'm very grateful. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, or if you're so inclined, please hit the subscribe button. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and I am trying to get there before March 22nd when we head to Toylanta. I'm going to, I'll be there. I got a press pass for Toylanta. I'm going to be covering the show all weekend. I won't do one long video like I did last time. I think I'll break it up into 3 shorter videos or 2 shorter videos this time around. But we'll be at Toylanta, and it'll be myself. It'll be Mr. Punks for Plastic. It'll be some of our other friends as well. And I can't even begin to tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and we will catch you in the next video. We'll see you real soon.
Stay spooky.